We're trying to make our way into the next town, but we are hit with a cutscene. Persephone, the Darkrai cult leader with a Darkrai cult grunt, she wants to visit her sister, which is the gym leader in Selene City, which is the city we're about to enter. And yeah, basically they want to keep hunting me in the back foot, and she wants to confront her why Darkrai always goes to her sister rather than her. And there we are, she's confronting her sister. She kinda can't decide why Darkrai gravitates towards her sister more than her, but she actually hasn't seen Darkrai in person before, which is a shock because I thought that Darkrai was close to the sister, which is why it never went to Persephone. And also found out that Darkrai isn't really into sacrifices, that's why he's also avoiding Persephone. She also reveals that she has a child to hunt, or else the ogre will deal with her. And the gym leader's sister kinda tells her to look behind, and we are behind, of course. She says she doesn't have her actual team, but she still confronts us for a battle. She mega evolved her Gengar, and I switched in Delta Mach for it, and I get the Earthquake off. But before it kills the Mega Gengar, it turns out to be a Mega Zoroark. Look at that thing, my goodness. Delta Mach's ability Regurgitation finishes off the Mega Zoroark, and we defeat Persephone. Might I just add, Persephone is really hot. My goodness. And we move on. Her sister apologizes and also asks us not to judge her because she's been through stuff which we do not know as the player character yet. But yeah, we go ahead and challenge her at the gym. She uses a psychic type Pokemon primarily, and yeah, she leads with a Sableye. She has a Mega Gothita, or Gothitelle, and it looks horrendous. I don't really like the design, but it looks, I don't like it, but yeah. We Dazzling Gleam it down and finish it off. She also have a Cresselia, which I think I know now why Darkrai gravitates to her, because she has the counterpart Cresselia. So that's why it gravitates towards her, because she has this Cresselia. We acquire the Dreamland badge and also get given the TM for Psychic, which is one of the more useful TMs that we get because our team doesn't have Psychic as a move yet. So really good. She also tells us about the next gym. It's a rain team and whatnot. We go to the Selene City ruins where we confront Taeyeon with his Kyurem. Now this is pretty amazing plot point because he's trying to reawaken the original dragon by combining Kyurem, Reshiram, and Zekrom. And me and Nora here are trying to stop it. As he's reading the scroll, he misinterprets the scroll because he doesn't know the actual name of the original dragon. So he's unable to summon the original dragon. So because of that, he just lets them fuse into Kyurem White and Zekrom with the armor. Nora here confronts him of his error, and he immediately realizes and confronts us to a battle, which we agree to. It's a double battle with us and Nora. We quickly defeat him, and he is overwhelmed. Zekrom loses trust in Taeyeon, and Zekrom flees, while Orion from Suntouch City Gym arrives, and Reshiram goes to his friend again, leaving only Kyurem as Taeyeon's only legendary Pokemon. Kyurem is obviously pretty pissed and escapes. Orion thanks us for helping out the Reshiram. Nora also helps us by giving us Celebi DNA for our Mew to transform and use the Tesseract ability, which is really cool. Before we leave the ruins, Nora here tells us about the prefixes in Unovan language. Reshi means truth, Zek means ideal, and Q, while in some translation may mean complete or whole, a better translation would be perfect, which is what the perfection cult is trying to achieve. And the original dragon's name could be Kyurem, because when it's fused with Reshiram, it's called Kyurem White, and when it's fused with Zekrom, it's called Kyurem Black. So the original dragon name is probably Kyurem, which I found really interesting. We trigger a cutscene where we see Ogre Jern confronting a mysterious, unknown identity person, I guess you could say. And basically, we realized that the crystal is all part of a bigger conspiracy when it comes to Giratina himself and Arceus, all these legendary Pokemon at the top of the ladder. So Augur Jaren is pretty annoyed that he's actually just being used as a pawn. But we digress, we move on to Oranos Town, where we see Zenith, the Infernal Cult leader, rallying up the people of Oranos Town and telling them that there's a Deoxys virus going on and everyone needs to get vaccinated. And he tells all the people to report their friends or family that do not want to get vaccinated because they are suspicious of having the virus themselves. We quickly try to bust this scam because we obviously know that the Infernal Cult is up to no good. We get transported to the back where we meet with Zenith talking to this older woman. This old woman originally didn't want to be vaccinated, but through a little bit of mind games, Zenith lets her off on the condition that she reports on someone else that is not vaccinated. This way he creates chaos amongst the people and he's able to gain control of them much easier. We also find out the actual purpose of the vaccine was to brainwash people into thinking Zenith is the leader, and this old lady, against her will, battles us. We obviously defeat her pretty swiftly, and yeah.